Hey, what's up everybody? Lawler here with your Rocket League news. We have free-to-play officially out, and rather than going through the patch notes and talking about it, why not show you? That's what today's video is going to be all about, is we are going to be going into the game and showing you whether you are a player that has been around for the past 5 years playing this day in and day out, or if you're brand new and are brand new to the Rocket League community. First and foremost, welcome, and hopefully this answers a lot of your questions about things that you can find and what you should come to expect. But essentially, we're going to provide visuals for everything that we see in the patch notes. And if you guys have additional questions, in my description down below, not only are my social medias and all that kind of stuff there if you want to give those a like and follow, but also links to all the specifics. I've put out individual videos for every single one of these things. If you want the full detailed explanation of that, you can go watch those as well. With that said, if you guys enjoy the content, give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on if you like the video. And if you have not already, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, as it is greatly appreciated. Any questions, as well as always, drop those in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you in a timely fashion. But enough of that long spiel. Let's actually show you guys what's going on. First things first, as soon as you boot up Rocket League, it's going to bring you to the main screen, and it's going to showcase that there is new challenges. If you guys have not seen that, again, link in the description down below, and I'll try to link anything that I talk about, a specific, I'll have a video associated up here somewhere as well. But the challenge system has gotten a refresh, and there's a couple things to it that are really exciting. Obviously, in the past, for those that are unaware, previously challenges were tied and associated with the Rocket Pass, and were literally there to just give you more XP. It was a faster way to level your Rocket Pass, and that is it. What's exciting now about the new Rocket Pass is there is a lot of emphasis being put into not only can you get additional XP to level things up, but also new items and even new vehicles. So some really exciting things about the weekly challenges now. Now, as we jump into the weekly challenges, this is the first time that we get to look at this, and some things remain consistent. Number one, there will be weekly challenges as well as seasonal challenges, ones that are going to, no matter what, end at the end of the week, and this goes from Wednesday to Wednesday. In the past, you could save all your challenges till the very end. That is no longer the case. You do have to make sure that these are finished from week to week, otherwise they do not count. And there is a free version and a premium version, and the premium version comes from Rocket Pass. So if you unlock Rocket Pass, it's about $10. You have the ability to get additional challenges, which reward XP even faster. The cool thing is there is also season-long challenges, as I mentioned. And the cool thing about the season-long challenges is there is these new drops, these new like caches, I guess, or capsules, or whatever you want to call them. And they are going to now be associated to specific item rewards, whether it is a rare item, a very rare item, or an import. And you can still trade these up to get exotic as well as black market decals. So obviously at the top you've got your challenges, and that's going to focus more so on the weekly, but if you click on season or click the season tab up at the top, it'll bring you into the specifics, and these are going to be in multiple stages and extend over the course of certain weeks. They give you a lot to work on, whether it be 100 online matches or otherwise. And the cool thing, if you guys haven't seen it in a recent video that I talk about, they've already announced how long the season is going to be. It is officially Season 1 again with free-to-play. We were technically in competitive Season 14 and Rocket Pass 6, but everything is being reset to Season 1. In Season 1 with challenges, Season 1 with Rocket Pass, and Season 1 for competitive, all of these things will end on December 9th. So we have the exact date, and we know exactly when you have to get Supersonic Legend by, which is the new rank system, which we'll talk about later. You can also see these right on the main menu, so as soon as you open up the game, like I'm talking about, the challenges are there. If you click on it, it'll pull you into this screen. If you view the challenges, you can see the drops. So essentially, you just need to make sure that you complete all the free ones in order to get your season rewards. Once you get all 24 done, that's how you unlock your rewards. It's pretty cool. Also, along in the menu, they have added now the Rocket Pass. So if we click on that, it's going to bring you straight to the Rocket Pass. It says, this is your path to 70 items and tiers and rewards. For a lot of us longtime people, we've seen this a lot, but for those that are just joining us into the Rocket League community, essentially this is what your battle passes or any other kind of premium $10 thing that you can earn over the course of the season to get additional items and rewards and customizable features for your characters. And the fact that it pairs with challenges is very similar to Fortnite. So very similar system was compared to that when it originally came out in the first place. So there is 70 tiers, as you guys can see. And the cool thing for those that don't know is once you hit tier 71 and beyond, it is going to be a random variant of any of the rewards beforehand. And with these as well, you are getting either a painted variant, there's a 25% chance, or a certified variant, also a 25% chance. Certifications are things that are associated to your items that basically give them a different attribute. So if you have a striker certified wheel, it will track how many goals or how many shots you take. There's certain things like that, and there's a bunch of different ones. The ones that are most sought after for value purposes, because there is a big trade market in this game, is the ones that are easily leveled up because people take shots a lot on target. That is going to be the one that most people want. Striker certification is probably the most popular. But while we're here, we might as well level up our Rocket Pass, so let me get the premium. Now that I've unlocked my credits, and as a reminder, if you guys would be so kind, create your code LAWL. If you guys go into the item shop and into the store on the top right, you can click on support a creator, and you can type in my code. I'll get a 5% kickback on that. Any support is greatly appreciated. It does lock for 14 days before you can change it again, so keep that in mind. But I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you guys do that for any content creator, whoever you would like to support. But if we go back into the Rocket Pass and we do get premium, click on the premium pass and you unlock it. First things first, it's automatically going to unlock a new vehicle. And this is pretty common for every Rocket Pass, is every Rocket Pass will have a vehicle that is new. In this case, the Harbinger, which is an Octane hitbox, as you guys can see here. It will evolve as you progress in the Rocket Pass. Once you hit certain tiers until you get all the way to the last one, you will get a unique variant that adds some more aesthetic differences to it. Vehicles are essentially the same, but it is a visual preference. I go with the tried and true Octane because I'm a normie, but that's just kind of how it goes. And the way that they do the pass now is a little bit different. Rather than giving away just items, they also have the ability to do uncommon drops, or these new caches that we're talking about, the challenge system, to give you a different variance of what the items are. And the further you get, eventually they go from uncommon all the way to, it looks like they jump up to rare around tier 55. We have covered this more specifically in another video, so if you want to see what the items all are, you can do that. The other cool thing is if you go into the Rocket Pass and you don't want to purchase it, you can still see where they are. If you decide you don't want to purchase the Rocket Pass initially, you don't have to. You can play all the way until you get into like this range, and then if you decide, you know what, I've gotten rank 70 or level 70 in my Rocket Pass, and then you decide to unlock it, then it will unlock everything previously as well. You can upgrade it at any point. And the cool thing is too, is if you spend the $10 essentially on a Rocket Pass, once you hit tier 100, you will make back all the credits that you used to purchase it. So essentially, as I've said in other videos, if you buy the Rocket Pass once and get to level 100, which does come pretty quick, especially if you're focusing on challenges, you will make your money back per se, and then you can just keep paying it forward and buying another Rocket Pass every single season at no additional cost. So $10 for unlimited Rocket Passes is not a bad gig. Plus all the other additional items that you get with it are pretty cool. Plus you get experiences, bonuses, and all that kind of stuff too. So it does pay for itself. Now this technically started Tuesday, but there is 4 new ranks. Technically 3, I guess, if you count Grand Champ 1 is the same thing. But Grand Champ has been expanded. It is now Grand Champ 1, 2, and 3. And there is a new higher tier of rank, which is Supersonic Legend. Based upon what rank you play in is going to vary what your MMR requirement is, or your mixed matchmaking rating. From what I've seen, ranked doubles or 2s is going to be roughly about 1625 for Grand Champ 2, while in something like 3s it's going to be like 1660, 1650 or something like that. Again, a lot of these and specifics will end up coming out as the season starts to progress and people push into those tiers. The reason why I bring up the competitive season is, yes, obviously you can go into the play competitive and do your placement matches. There will be 10 placement matches as always. If you are in the Grand Champ area or higher, you will all be smushed together as Grand Champ 1, and then you do your placements, and that is where you're playing. On the other side of that, if you are below Grand Champ and you are Champ 3 down to Bronze, those all get pushed together in the bell curve, which is roughly about Gold 3, Platinum 1, and then from your placements from there, it will adjust. Now, most people, from what I've seen, when they start up, have been given an arbitrary MMR that is a roughly around 125 MMR lower than where they placed last season. Essentially, if you win about 50% of your matches, you should end up in about the same place. But 10 placement matches, you get through them. And the reason why I bring this up is what is important about playing your placements is when you do these, you need to finish it. Because when you finish it, then it allows you to go into tournaments and play in tournament matches. These are really important because the scheduled tournaments that go on every single day, it looks like, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop. Every single day these weekly tournaments are going to go on. That is how you get those credits, and that is how you unlock the fancy rewards that allow you to give guaranteed painted items and all that other kind of stuff in these rewards. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, please go back and watch that video. It's a pretty lengthy one, but it goes into perspective of what things you can do and how you can grind in this new season. It's actually been super exciting. So with competitive, my recommendation is get your placements done when you feel comfortable. After you do that, you can then start playing in the tournaments, and that's how it'll associate where it needs to place you for these weekly scheduled tournaments, so you can get your placements done in the sense of a weekly title, a colored title, all that kind of stuff, and your credits that you can earn to get the extra rewards. So a lot of exciting things to do there. I'm probably going to end up closing out this video because there's one coming up in 10 minutes, and I really want to play in them. I think they're awesome. Now, if you are a brand new player coming into the game, there's a couple things. Number one, the challenges that I'm showing you and the competitive system I'm showing you are going to be different. When you are a brand new account coming from the Epic Games launcher, you are put into a special circumstance where when you are below level 10, they're trying to introduce you into the game. They're going to make you do some challenges that are unique to help you get into the game, and they're also going to not allow you to queue in competitive to prevent smurfing. So again, once you hit level 10, then things open up, but ultimately for you guys, just kind of crush through it. It'll go relatively quick. Now, with the last season ending as well, you did get rewards. I should be showing a video for you guys right here of me opening my rewards. Grand Champ last season, you got not only a icon border, but also a banner. And then if you had Grand Champ in any of the categories, extra modes or otherwise, you got a title for that as well. Those are the last time it is going to say season 14 Grand Champ, because we now have Grand Champ 1, 2, and 3 moving forward, and we're starting over with season 1. They've also revamped some of the achievements as well as drops and in-game music stuff. Those are things that I would recommend going and looking at on your own time, just kind of experimenting and seeing what you enjoy. Now, my overall thoughts for the update is this is kind of as expected. Nothing's really changed. The UI, again, I don't necessarily dislike. I think there was a big outcry for like not enjoying the new menus, and I think it's just because it was a little bit more difficult to move through the menus as quickly. Like, it didn't feel as if it was put much thought into the concept of like, these things are stuff that we are used to muscle memory wise, and now you've gotten rid of it. I have to go back to the menu to get where I want to go. So those type of things are kind of a underwhelming feature. But the one thing I will say, and I've been monitoring this throughout the day, and I'm actually going to take a look. You guys might have seen it while I was looking through the competitive ranks and stuff, and kind of the big focus of what I want in this video specifically is the actual amount of players. So to put in perspective, on Steam and like PC player base, in the past, Rocket League was a game that at any given point did relatively okay. It wasn't crazy for the stats, but you're talking top dogs, right? At the very, very top, you're talking like Counter-Strike, Dota 2, Among Us obviously has been really popular. These games pull anywhere from 850,000 players concurrent down to roughly like 250, 260,000, which is a ton of players. Rocket League across all platforms, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, at a good day was probably in the 100 to 200,000 range. With the game going free to play, I've seen it upwards to 800,000 players, which is the same level of people playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. That is wild. You're talking an influx of roughly 400%. What that is going to do for the esport, what that is going to do for content creation purposes, whether it will drive the company in Epic and Psyonix to put out content faster, more frequently, more exciting events, more unique events, partnerships, marketing, all the things that it could create are the things that myself and a lot of the OGs in the Rocket League community have been begging for since it was free to play download on PlayStation Plus. We think that this is the #1 thing we have desired for this game, and we hope that it leads to a positive change for Rocket League. So I'm really happy with what the esports team's been doing. I think there's going to be a ton of eyes on the RLCS this weekend, which is exciting to think about. We've still got the Llama Rama event this weekend, which I'll obviously talk about as we unlock the battle bus in a future video. But again, I think there's a lot of really cool things about the free-to-play update that I'm looking forward to. If you guys do have any additional questions, or if there's anything I've missed or things that you guys have noticed, or if you guys have feedback, drop that down in the comments below and I'll do my best to get a response to you guys to a timely fashion. We'll possibly do a follow-up video as well, but any interaction on the video helps the YouTube algorithm, and I do greatly appreciate it. That is going to wrap it up for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time. Peace.